This was a truly important night for America, a night where the nation tuned in to watch one man emerge from a giant field of candidates and achieve a hard-fought victory. That's right. Tonight was the Bachelorette finale. You did the right thing, Hannah. Jed was no good for you. Tonight was also an important night because we just finished watching the second Democratic presidential debate. Now, this debate was held in Detroit, Michigan, which is significant for a couple of reasons. First, because Michigan is a major swing state. Secondly, because the Fox Theater is where the debate was held. It's one of the most pivotal moments in presidential campaign history.
It's all happening here in downtown Detroit at the Fox Theater, the same debate venue where Donald Trump talked about the size of his hands.
He referred to my hands. If they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem. I guarantee it.
Oh, that was so embarrassing. Whatever happened to that guy? Now, just like the last time, this was the first of 2 nights of debates with 10 candidates each night. So the format is the same, but there is one major difference. Montana Governor Steve Bullock. He took the spot of Congressman Eric Swalwell, who tragically got caught in a trap set by candidate poachers. And you may be wondering how they decided which candidates would debate on which night. Well, it was all up to CNN, which means the process was about as ridiculous as possible.
Breaking this pile into thirds, putting this in the debate night box here, where I will give it a stir, and we will get going to see when these candidates will be debating. First out of 10 names here is Bill de Blasio, mayor of New York. He ran. He was the campaign manager for Hillary Clinton's successful bid for the Senate in 2000. He'll take the stage on the second night, Wednesday, July 31st.
Okay, what? What is going on? I feel like I'm watching bloopers from the courtroom scene in Chernobyl. That's what this feels like. It's like, and when we mix Bill de Blasio with Marianne Williamson, it creates a chain reaction which could destroy an entire city. Like, I don't know why CNN couldn't just tell us which candidates would go on which nights. Like, if they were going to do this dramatic process, they should have had more fun with it, you know? Like, if I was in charge, right, I would have done it. I've also got a box, yeah. Yeah, I would have just been like, okay, well, let's see over here. We've got Bernie Sanders is going to be debating without pants. There you go. There you go. That's what the debate's going to be. Have more fun. Now, CNN's selection and their show may have been weird, but even more weird is the fact that every Democratic debate now comes with commentary from O.J. Simpson. Yes, that O.J. You know O.J., the guy who used to star in those Hertz commercials? Yes, allegedly. And just like he did with the debates in June, O.J. was on Twitter today sharing his thoughts on the primary race.
As far as the debates are concerned, I saw where one of the people actually put out a plan, something for them to debate the merits of tonight. Now, they all should do that. It's easy to say, oh, we should fix global warming, we should have an affordable health care plan, we should have a chicken in every pot. All of that sounds good. The question is, how are you going to do it?
Oh, I hear what O.J. is saying. He's saying these Democrats can't just show up to the debate without a plan. They've got to premeditate this thing. But enough with the preamble. Let's get to tonight's debates and its preamble. Because instead of jumping straight into the debates, CNN started with a long fight night promo, right? And then an endless stream of all the Democratic candidates shaking hands with each other, which took forever. Because there are like 50 people on the stage, and secondly, because Marianne Williamson insisted on giving everyone a palm reading. She was like, spoiler alert, you're not going to win, Hickenlooper. But when the debate part of the debate finally kicked off, it began with the #1 issue for most Democratic voters and Americans at large: health care.
We can create a universal health care system to give everyone basic health care for free, and I have a proposal to do it. But we don't have to go around and be the party of subtraction and telling half the country who has private health insurance that their health insurance is illegal.
We have tried this experiment with the insurance companies. And what they've done is they've sucked billions of dollars out of our healthcare system.
When we're talking about healthcare, we need to talk about more than just the healthcare plan. We need to realize we have a sickness care rather than a healthcare system.
Medicare for All is comprehensive. It covers all healthcare needs. For senior citizens, it will finally include dental care, hearing aids, and eyeglasses.
Okay, why does Bernie sound like he's pitching healthcare only for himself? We will cover hearing aids, eyeglasses, and insurance if you slip in the shower. Especially in my downstairs shower where it got that weird pot of mildew that gets slippery. The point is, it's for everyone. So fundamentally, all the Democrats on tonight's stage, they agreed on the basic idea of universal health care. What they disagreed on was how exactly to do it. On Bernie's end, he was talking about one government-run insurance system for everyone. On Delaney's end of the spectrum, it was a government plan and the option to also have private health insurance. But basically, it was different flavors of the same thing. You know, it's like on a night where you and your friends agree that you're going to party all night long, and then one of you drinks Red Bull and the other one does cocaine. It's different levels, different levels. But when it came to immigration, tonight's debaters were a lot less clear.
When I'm president, illegally crossing the border will still be illegal.
We need to expand legal immigration. We need to create a path for citizenship, not just for dreamers.
We got 100,000 people showing up at the border right now. If we decriminalize entry, if we get health care to everyone, we'll have multiples of that.
Make sure whatever law we have doesn't allow children to be snatched from their parents and put in cages. How hard can that be? We've got, I don't know, on the 2 debate nights, we've got 170 years of Washington experience. Somehow it seems like that should be fairly fixable.
Why is Hickenlooper asking the other candidates to give him the answers? He's like, guys, you guys have experience. What do you think we should do here? This is a presidential debate, my friend, not an escape the room. He's like, guys, if we put our minds together, shut up. That's not how this works. If Hickenlooper's elected, he'll be like, I promise that I will go on Yahoo Answers to see if anyone knows how to fix this thing. Come on, Hickenlooper. American politics isn't about people coming together to solve problems. It's about one person making huge promises they can't get done. Although in Hickenlooper's defense, maybe he was confused, because the whole debate surrounding immigration tonight was confusing, all right? At one point, it seemed like the Democrats were saying illegal immigration would still be illegal if they were in the White House. But then it sort of morphed, and then at some point it seemed like it wouldn't be a crime to sneak across the border into the U.S. It was a mess. And it's a mess that Donald Trump has successfully started to create. Because you realize he's started painting the Democrats as a party of open borders. And now they're struggling to convey their compassion for asylum seekers without sounding like they want to give visas to ISIS. And in the Democrats' defense, anytime one of them tried to make a nuanced argument, the moderators stepped in to tell them that they were out of time.
Those who are insufficiently insured are enrolled in Medicare.
Just to 15 seconds.
And those who have employer-sponsored insurance.
Jake, this is important.
The healthcare industry will be advertising tonight on this program.
Thank you, Senator.
Big ideas that we can get done.
Thank you, Congressman.
They will see a 40% reduction in their health care.
Thank you, Senator. If we could all just stick to the rules of the time, that would be great.
Yeah! You tell them, Jake, stick to the rules of the time. CNN doesn't have time for these candidates and all these people debating on how they're going to lower the price of prescription drugs. We got to make an ad for prescription drugs. It's coming up next. Come on. Voters are watching the debate like, I don't know who I'm voting for, but I'm going to ask my doctor about Lipitor. I got to talk to him. I'm going to be honest. This is like one of the major things of the night for me. All right? According to CNN's rules, candidates would get as little as 15 seconds to respond to a policy question, which is great for snappy TV, but it's horrible for policy debates. You know, and it's also a good thing that CNN doesn't run a restaurant. That would be horrible. Just be like looking up at the waiter who's Jake Tapper. You'd be like, I'll order the pasta, but I'm allergic to... Time's up, thank you very much. That's what I'm gonna... No, but I'll die if I said thank you. Oh, and CNN didn't have time to let people elaborate on their response, but they had time to start some beefs.
You support Medicare for all. Congressman Delaney just referred to it as bad policy, and previously he has called the idea political suicide that will just get President Trump reelected. What do you say to Congressman Delaney? In the last debate, she said, the politicians who are not supporting Medicare for all simply lack the will to fight for it. You do not support Medicare for all. Is Senator Warren correct? Do you just not lack the will to fight? Who on this stage is making promises just to get elected? Ms. Williamson, how do you respond to the criticism from Senator Warren that you're not willing to fight for Medicare for all?
I don't know if Senator Warren said that about me specifically.
Wow, CNN, you catty bitch. Half of those questions might as well have been pick 3 people on the stage, F, marry, kill. Go, go. Like, I felt like at any moment they were about to go like, oh, by the way, Elizabeth, did you notice that Klobuchar totally stole your look? Just saying. Just saying. And look, don't get me, I'm not saying CNN wanted fights just to gin up the ratings. I'm just saying it was a little suspicious when they even lowered that cage over the stage. And I don't know if it was CNN or if it was the formats of the night, but Bernie Sanders in particular, he seemed ready to throw down.
Jake, your question is a Republican talking point.
What do you say to Congressman Delaney?
You're wrong. Second of all, maybe you did that and made money off of health care, but our job is to run a nonprofit health care system.
If we're going to force Americans to make these radical changes, they're not going to go along. You throw your hands up, but you haven't.
Second of all,
we'll come to you in a second.
I do know, and I wrote the damn bill.
Damn! Bernie was not messing around tonight, huh? Yeah, I thought he was going to send someone to the hospital and then pay their entire bill. He was, whoo! The total opposite of Bernie tonight, though, was Marianne Williamson. Yeah, she came in with her trademark tranquility and peaceful vibes. And when it came to issues of race, she got the crowd on her side.
We have communities, particularly communities of color and disadvantaged communities all over this country, who are suffering from environmental injustice. I assure you, I lived in Grosse Pointe. What happened in Flint would not have happened in Grosse Pointe. This is part of the dark underbelly of American society. The racism, the bigotry, and if the Democrats don't start saying it, then why would those people feel that they're there for us? And if those people don't feel it, they won't vote for us, and Donald Trump will win.
Wow, Marianne Williamson, huh? That was a powerful moment in the debates. I didn't know it was possible for a white woman to get that much attention from black people without calling the cops. That was amazing. She was fired. Did you see that? It was an amazing night, and for many people, she was the winner of the debate. She came out, she said what she wanted to say, she didn't waste her time. And all in all, I don't think this was the most earth-shattering debate, right? The timing of the questions felt inconsistent. The candidates' responses weren't crystal clear, and we didn't really learn anything new. One of the only exceptions tonight was Elizabeth Warren, right? She was connecting with the audience. She seemed to be crystal clear every time, and she never seemed off her game.
So I think Democrats win when we run on real solutions, not impossible promises. When we run on things that are workable, not fairy tale economics.
You know, I don't understand why anybody goes to all the trouble of running for president of the United States just to talk about what we really can't do and shouldn't fight for.
Oh, Warren got Delaney there. She's got a good point. Running for president is about shooting for the moon, right? When Trump ran for president, he didn't run with incremental ideas. It was like, build a wall. Another country will pay for it. Yeah, Obama was like, we can. He wasn't like, we'll see, we'll try. We can. But some of these candidates tonight are like, let's make America 8.5% better than it was yesterday. And that really was the biggest split in the debate tonight. It was Democrats who wanted major systemic change and those who wanted to fiddle in the margins. And I'll be honest, there's only one side that's going to win this. And it's going to be... Sorry, what's that? Jake Tapper says I've run out of time? All right, we'll be right back.